Greetings in the mighty name of Jesus Christ. My name is hwoh. I just want to give a testimony. My testimony actually starts from the day when I went to Mount Zion. There was a prayer meeting that I was invited. I was invited by Apostle James and his wife. They invited me, and when they invited me to the prayer mount, there was a prayer for the 31st. I went to Mount Zion in Ellen's Fontaine on the 31st of December 2021. When I arrived there during the prayer, the man of God located me and he said, "I see speed in your life." And after that day, I left after being prayed for. In January, it happened that I applied for a position that was advertised in my company. They were looking for a Linux server engineer. So I applied for that post. I didn't have any qualification in IT. I didn't have any experience in IT. I've never worked in an IT department or anything like that. I just applied. So after I applied, they called me, and when I got there, I remember very well. I was like, when I got there, they asked me like, "Do you know what is Linux and stuff?" And I was like, "Nope. All I can tell you is I googled everything." So from there, they said, "We are looking at your CV. You don't have the qualification or the experience in Linux." Then I said yes. And to my surprise, immediately, the head of department that was in the interview room said he called people who will pay for sponsoring me in getting a qualification in Linux, and also sponsoring me in getting a laptop, because I didn't have a laptop that I could use for the type of space that was going to be required. Then I applied. Last year I was in training the whole of last year, and also during so in June last year 2022, my boss approached me and he said, because you are here and you don't have a degree, why don't you register with one of the institutions and then and study? So indeed I registered, and then I was accepted at one of the institutions. And when I registered with my matric certificate that didn't have a maths, that I never passed maths during my matric. So I applied. The institution never rejected me, and to my surprise, February 2023 this year, I got sponsorship by my company to pay full costs for the degree that I'm doing in IT. So I want to thank God, the family of Apostle James and his wife. So I just want to thank God that I've used them in my life for these things that I see.
I am chosen, not forsaken. I am who you say I am. Say